Well, it's been a while since I talked about Incubus 2 from last year, but here we are now with a new bird that's coming to Incubus 2 in over 3 years since Melody. So yeah, let's just talk about it. Now, if you've been under the work and missed a whole lot of stuff on it, I'm gonna explain it here right here in this video, all the detail on what happened. So it all started when the events of the Incubus 2 space in the time event and the whole event were just Incubus space but worse. And most importantly, we sent our web plush eco to space with 50 billion feathers. Yes, that's a lot of feathers to fund our web plushie into space. And once we did, we just got our web plushie go to space for real. And once he landed into the earth and this beautiful egg layer thing, when they passed through this silhouette image of this mysterious bird, which the captain said coming to 2026. Now I have been diving into this topic from last year if you want to check it out, but I will repeat that sentiment for this video. Now when this image was shot, a little Angus fan have thinking that this bird from this image is supposed to be Dahlia from Angus Stella. And also before this whole Angus to space libertarian bed and red go to space, there's a link on the R-side Angus subreddit Twitter account where it shows the exact same image from that and the file that says Dahlia. So a lot of Angry Birds fans thinking that Dahlia will be a playable character in Angry Birds 2 because they did the same thing with Willow, who also from Angry Birds Stella, becoming a playable character in Angry Birds Bounce. So it's possible that the same thing could happen again in Angry Birds 2 with Dahlia as a playable character for the first time since Melody was introduced in over 3 years. And who knows, maybe other Angry Birds Stella fans will follow suit like Willow, Poppy, Luca, and possibly Gail. Oh god. So we're waiting for what this was. And then 2026 happened, which was the captain said that the bird was going to be introduced. And okay, let's just talk about the leaks. So it all started back in February on the Oshach Agabus subreddit. That's someone who leaks about before the space event and the silver image showing us that shade for the first time. And yeah, when this leak was dropped, the fans went absolutely crazy, especially on the Romeo Disco server on the RB2 chat channel. I was the first one commenting on that when the leaks were dropped, and I just started the whole mess on the chat channel. Baby. Now, a lot of people thinking when this leak was dropped, thinking that she is one of Dahlia's relative. Some say it was just a clone of Dahlia, or that it was fake at first, which then the drama just kind of calmed down a little bit when we first got some photos with the Agabus Salafucker pair appearing, and also photos from Dahlia, like this for example, on the official Agabus 2 social media account. Despite Fovio and the team of Incubus Suits kind of teases us with the fact that Incubus Salafa Dahlia will be a playable character, the shade leak is still going on. We need to a lot of more leaks up to it, and the files, the image, and a bunch of stuff have just got leaked. I will put a link to the video by Blue GB who deep into the shade leak if you want to check it out, or the icon that could if you want to check it out. And then on March 4, 2026, a new video on the official Incubus 2 YouTube channel showing us with this ancient flower plant with a magical thing, like I don't know what his name is, which then cuts to another video in which Dahlia went into the black pier. I think it was looked like one, which then a ancient flower plant magic powers the black pier, and boom, which cuts to another video releasing on March 6, which is 2 days after that, showing us that for the first time since the leak drop, Shade is actually real. And it's Dahlia, but with the white faces and probably a ghost like thing. Oh man. And the next day, a comic book was released that also related to Shade called Dahlia Phantom Pain. And the speech is just like what the teaser of Shade, but now with the plot and the story behind it. I don't know what else to say about the comments. I mean, she is a scientist, so of course she could study how this ancient flower plant works. And then it basically has just some like it powers the moon, or when she becomes she is basically the ghost. Is it possible that she died, or something like that? I bet some experts theory would need to explain why. And then on March 9, they announcing that Shade is now becoming the newer Angry Birds 2 playable character, says Melody, with the date March 11th. And then on March 11th, the big day comes. Shade is now here in Angry Birds 2. And yeah, let's just talk about it. Now, when I first got into the game when Shade was introduced, yeah, you can probably guess why if you play it when the character was introduced. You need 24k feathers to get Shade, which includes the Tower of Worship to get Shade's feathers, a daily challenges to get Shade's feathers, an arena and a hat event that is introducing the scientific consume and crusade. That makes total sense. Or if you don't want to do that, pay real money to get it. Yeah, Incubus 2 is keep getting worse. It's still the same thing as before. More microtransaction, more money, and race baiting. Oh no. And then after 5 days, as 4-7 live stream, I've only got shade for now after getting 24k furthers. God. So yeah, after I got it, what do I think about Shade? Well, yeah, so for some, yeah, it's pretty OP. Now I will give the pros and the cons on Shade on Incubus 2. The pro side is, yeah, it kind of went just destroying everything. It basically like a mixing with bubbles and bomb ability, and what you get a overpowered bird that could basically destroy everything. And I don't get to mention when you launch it, she could turn into invisible, meaning she could straight through the block abilities, and once you tap the screen, boom, just as intended. Her ability is just kind of similar to Dahlia from Anchor Stella, where she could straight into the object, but I don't know if it looks like it. If it's just a starting, but maybe I'm probably just scratching my head. And oh, I forgot to mention, since she is invisible, when you launch Shade with the pigs that can throw wrenches and the gun that can turn the biggest object when you get too close, they will never do it here when Shade gets too close to them. And it makes it just boom. Yeah, I said that. That's the thing I like about Shade because I'm sick of seeing these pigs try to throw wrenches and turn on bursts of objects when they get too close to them when I try like say bubble. Yeah, and I'm not sure that. So I thank Shade for allowing me to pass all these annoying pigs who outside me getting their ass ripped because she's invisible. See if you don't know where Shade is, you big headed dicks. But unfortunately, Shade has some cons. Firstly, her power is just not as powerful as what the fans thinking when she introduced, meaning that it's just basically like bubble, but I don't know. It won't be as effective enough to get other buildings follow. It's just a weaker version of Melody if you circle the object and split into fire into objects. But the bubble category, yeah, it makes bubble ability kinda just went updated. Overall, Shade is very OP, even if her power is not effective enough as other Incubus 2 characters. It's gonna just look overrated. And what about her character and her character design? I mean, she is Dahlia, so her designs kind of remind me of when the Flock had transformed into superheroes when they entered the space dimension in Incubus space. It's just so weird that they add this feature today. They could have been used if, let's say, Incubus Stella show episode when it aired, but I guess it doesn't matter because we have that in comic books, so of course you could have that when Shade is introduced. Or what came after Shade introduced? Honestly, we don't yet for sure. Maybe another summer Incubus movie or somehow future Incubus show that we don't know yet. Who knows what and when this comes is going forward in the future. So if you want more videos, then subscribe to my channel and turn on notification on so you don't miss the video I'm currently working on. And yeah, that's what you get. Thank you for watching, and this is Angry Birds News.